To her, the sea is not the slate gray it appears from above, or blue, or green. Through the goggles, it is a delicious golden ochre. She has been swimming since dawn, first at 28 strokes per minute, and now, after almost 12 hours, a slightly slower 22 or 24, swimming a new stroke known as the American crawl, a stroke no one has ever used to cross the English Channel. In all of human history, only 5 men have ever made such a crossing. No woman has ever swum the channel before, and only a handful have ever tried. For more than a year, however, the world has followed Trudy's quest, first tracking her failure, and now, on this day, hoping for her success. If she makes it across, she will be the most recognized and famous woman in the world. Everywhere, from the Ederles' summer home in Highlands, New Jersey, to the White House in Washington, D.C., and Lloyd's of London, where odds makers give her only a slim chance of succeeding, everyone is listening to the radio and reading newspaper bulletins and rooting for her to succeed. She has captured their imaginations. And if she succeeds, she will win their hearts as well. Trudy does not think of this, any of it, for such thoughts left her consciousness hours ago, and now there is only this moment, broken into breaths. Every 4th stroke, she tilts her head, takes a mouthful of air, then slowly exhales from her nose, watching the bubbles dance before her face as if they belong to some other creature swimming below her, just out of sight, and she is somehow riding on its crest. It is quiet, but it is not completely silent. The sea makes its own muffled sound, and she cannot discern the splash that comes from her arms pinwheeling into the water from the slap of the sea itself against her body, or that of the waves colliding and collapsing and rising again. She is half in, half out of the water, testing the surface beneath the stray gull that sounds overhead, pulling herself and being pulled by the tides and the currents at the same time. There are 2 boats, motorized tugs, one several yards behind her to the starboard side, and another farther off to the stern, both straining to keep her in sight as she lifts and falls and slips between the waves. The faint hum of the engines spreads like velvet in the water, as natural and soundless as the beating of her own heart. One boat holds her father, her sister Meg, her ghostwriter Julia, and her trainer and coach Bill Burgess, one of those 5 men who have swum the channel before. The second boat holds the press, reporters wrapped in rain gear scratching notes on pads of paper and typing out dispatches in the pilot house to be sent ashore by wireless. They are waiting for the final moment. The instant she makes it across, is pulled from the water short of her goal, or, as some fear, slips from consciousness and disappears forever beneath the waves. Whatever happens, success, failure, or tragedy, will be a headline the next morning. Trudy Ederle will be either a heroine or a figure of pity known to nearly every man, woman, and child who can read a newspaper. She does not think of this. Her thoughts have slowed, and she is all sense, touch and taste, sight and sound. She feels these things from afar, notes the sensations, and continues, as if she is a kind of artist taking stock of the features of a model, working on a still life, oblivious to time. She does not, really, feel them herself.